Some songs come from the heart, some come from the pain, and some apparently come from standing a little too close to Paul Rudd when he's working through his feelings. This week we tune up for Power Ballad, the new John Carney film starring Paul Rudd, Nick Jonas, and Havana Rose Liu, about a washed-up musician whose original song becomes the comeback anthem for a fading pop star who may have skipped one very important step, giving credit. So, does Power Ballad hit that perfect chorus of comedy, heartbreak, and musical revenge, or did this one just lip-sync its way through the theaters? Andy Parker.
Gary. Power Ballad. Yeah. Let me do my Rotten Tomatoes on this real quick. That's coming in.
Oh, hey. Something's happening. It's coming in ha. It's coming in ha. 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 Hey, there he is. Andy hit buttons again. See, this is why you don't let a drummer near the equipment. And we can't hear him, so I'm going to pause for a moment, and then we'll get back to Rotten Tomatoes a few moments later.
Hot! Coming in hot!
Hot!
Coming in hot. I don't know what happened. I lost power for a moment here. Anyway, Rotten Tomatoes, Gary has it sitting at 87 with the critics and 85 with the audience. And, I think that's a pretty fair assessment of this movie.
Well, before we give our ratings,
yeah,
I would like to announce we do have a sponsor for this video.
Oh, I mean, you've been hard at work on these sponsors.
I call every week. I try to get these people on the horn. So let me just go ahead and run that sponsorship.
This episode brought to you by The Bride and Groove, the wedding band for couples who want their first dance to feel magical, their reception to feel classy, and their lead singer to quietly process decades of artistic regret between the father and daughter dance and the obligatory Uptown Funk cover. Whether you need cocktail hour jazz, dance floor favorites, or one emotionally devastating original song that may later become the centerpiece of a major pop comeback, The Bride and Groove has you covered.
We don't want to bring your party down. We just want to raise the roof. Your wedding day deserves the best all around. Call us up, The Bride and Groove. We tour the Emerald Isle most of the year. If you come looking, you can find us here. We can occasionally make it to Dublin, but we prefer if your party's in Crumlin. The Bride and Groove, The Bride and Groove. We sometimes play an original tune. The Bride and Groove, The Bride and Groove. But please don't have to curb our attitude.
The Bride and Groove, making your special day unforgettable. Currently only available for bookings in Crumlin.
So to our Crumlin listeners or watchers, check out The Bride and Groove. Apparently that's currently where they're only booking, but no.
My power went out.
And so now, are we pausing again?
My power went out.
Okay, all right. Let's we're off to a great start. Power Ballad. You know what? I think we're doomed to not get this particular review done, but I'm leaving all the flaws and all of the excitement in for this adventure, so everybody can ride along for.
So you guys can see what Gary has to deal with me in this elaborate setup I got down here in my little studio. But apparently, I'm drawing too much power or something because the power keeps kicking off here. Anyway, hey, so. Gary, this film, first of all, I got to say, I love the name of the band, Bride and Groove. That made me chuckle a little.
Yeah.
Were you with us when we did weddings? We did your wedding.
I only did like when we played yours and mine.
Yeah, geez. I've done this. I've been a wedding band. I
don't think I've done any other ones.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We did not play any originals at the ones I played in. We didn't pull one out of our pack. But anyway, Gary, where do you stand on this film? Let's get your rating here real quick before Power goes out again.
Well, let me just start by saying that I feel like I'm a little biased on this movie because it hits so close to home. Watching it, I could relate so much to the character.
Yeah.
With his plight that I was like, man, like, I don't know if this is as good of a film overall as
Right.
it is in my book, because how much I'm going to go with good.
Yeah.
Because I really did like it. Great.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say great, but it's pretty close to great in my book, just because of how close it is to, like, it just hits close to home, very close to home. So
Gary, I'm the same as you, and for basically the same reasons. People who know Gary and I, if you don't know, we dreamt of being writers, songwriters, rock stars. We play music together. And when you see something like this, it does hit for us a little closer to home, because you're like, oh God, the what if?
Yeah.
When you look at your catalog, especially Gary, of songs you've got written and sitting on memory drives, and like, what if one of these songs hit and it became a huge song? I mean, but it's a good movie overall. I mean, Paul Rudd's great in this thing. I love that it was set in Ireland, because I like Ireland. It's a fun place. And Jonas was great. I mean, I enjoyed this film a lot. I really did. But I think, like you said, it might be because it hits a little close to home.
Yeah.
But it's still it's a fun movie. It's a good movie if you're sitting there and you and your wife can't decide on something to watch, or you and your husband, just throw this in. It's a good.
It's very entertaining, and
music's good.
It kind of subverts a little bit of your expectation towards the last, third of this film. I expected things to go a different way, and the way they went, I was like, wasn't expecting things to play out quite like that. So I was surprised by that. I do want to mention this was co-written by John Carney and Peter McDonald, who was in the film. Peter McDonald was in the film. He played his friend. Guitar player friend.
The Irish dude. Yeah.
And John Carney is the director. Also, Andy, you would know him from Once, the Glenn Hansard film.
I have a note on that.
So my thing is I do know he's made other films. I plan to go back and watch his other films, because I loved Once.
Once is wonderful.
And I very much enjoyed this movie. And I'm like, this guy, I mean, he's playing, I think a lot of it is Irish based.
Yeah.
And it's all music related, apparently. And man, I really enjoyed this movie so much, and I enjoyed Once so much that I need to check out this guy's catalog. So I'll be endeavoring to do that.
My note on Once is when he's when Paul is walking through the streets of Ireland. Did you catch the busker?
Yeah.
That he stands there. He's singing "Falling Slowly," the Glenn Hansard song from Once, and I was like, "Oh, what a fantastic nod!"
Yeah, and
I
for
even
a
told
second,
Teresa, I said, "Oh, I hope that's Glenn." I would laugh hard if that was Glenn.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I was kind of looking, is that him? It's not really him, but yeah, I did catch that, and that was great.
Yeah, if you're into these kinds of movies and you haven't seen Once, like, I mean, if you've seen, if you're into like these music kind of films, like Eddie and the Cruisers, and what's the other one I'm thinking of, Gary? Anyway, I'll think of it after this is done. But if you like these kinds of movies,
you mean Eddie and the Cruisers too? Is that the other one you're thinking of?
But if you like musical films, Once, if you haven't seen it, is just a wonderful piece of music, and it highlights an artist named Glenn Hansard, who, if you don't know Glenn, you should. But yeah, that was great. And there's also, Gary, I don't know if you caught Jonas's girlfriend in this movie.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about her.
Is in another movie that we're going to talk about. I was like, I was like, wait a minute, hold.
Yep. That was interesting, because I'm like, I'm watching the other film that we'll be reviewing. Yeah. It's like, we just saw her.
I kept going like, wait a minute. She's like, I was like, I got to look something. I kept pausing the movie. But yeah, this is just a fun movie. It's entertaining. Your time. You're not irritated at the end of it going, oh, I wish I didn't waste my time. It's good. It's well worth seeing. If you haven't seen it, it's worth seeing.
I agree. I think you should check it out, and then let us know what you thought about it, for sure.
Yeah, good soundtrack.
Good song that is played throughout.
Yeah, the repetitive beating or.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to give away the end. Shoot, there's a great payoff at the end that makes the whole film worthwhile. And I was like, I was so hoping that that turn would come. And I was like, great. Made me feel so good.
Yep. Well, we recommend it. We think you should check it out, especially like we said, if you like Once or any films that are kind of in that genre. It's definitely worth checking out. And
absolutely.
If you have seen it, let us know what you thought about it in the comments. And while you're there, please like, comment. We'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. It helps. Every little bit helps.
And subscribe. We could use some subscribers.
We could use some money.
Well, we'll never get to that. But hey, you know what? If we could have a few more people watching us, that would be fun.
Yeah, exactly. Tell your friends. Put it on a loop.
Yeah. Well, thanks, everybody. We will catch you next time, and we'll talk about the Havana Rose Liu again. So,
yes.
Anything else, Andy?
No, sir. This was a good one. Go enjoy it.
All right. Peace.
This has been a Touch of Madness production, brought to you by the creative minds at Tommy Twins Media.